Hello and welcome to Marianne's Creative Space. I'm Marianne and I'm coming to you today with an unbagging unboxing from GBFKE. I'm really excited to do this. This is my first company collaboration. They reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and asked if I wanted to show their products, and of course I jumped at the chance. I am so excited. I'm only a baby channel, so I'm really cool. So, alright, I'm gonna look in my diary and book. I'll tell you a little bit about GBFKE. You get free shipping over $64 US. The VAT tax is borne by the company. They offer diamond painting, crafts and tools. They do cross-stitch, stamped, counted. The tools, they do 11, 18, up to, 18 count. They offer Joy Sunday, spring. They do bookmarks, embroidery, clocks and Christmas stockings in your cross-stitch. They offer a paint by numbers. You can get a custom of your diamond painting, cross-stitch and paint by numbers. They also offer resin molds if you're into your resins, wax seals and accessories, and they do resin ornaments as well. Their prices are very good, so yeah, I am very excited to show you. So I'm itchy. The products that I got from GBFKE. A little bit of a crinkle. Okay. I chose a tool and some cross stitch. So let's see what I have. Little tool. All the links to the products will be in the description box. I'm not going to give you prices because I work in Australian dollars and the Australian dollar is pretty rubbish compared to US and UK. So I'm not going to put the prices in, but I will put the links. This is a cute little magnetic needle holder. It's got a magnet with a sticky back that you would put in here and put all your needles in. I like this. It's sealable. It's very small, like it's not very big at all. Slim. Great place for all your needles. Great for travel. Great just to store all your excess needles. Fantastic. So that's really nice. Okay, I chose some Joy Sunday kits to show you for some of their examples. So these are all Joy Sunday. I think these are all 14 count and they're all stamped. So the first one is called Welcome. It comes in the Joy Sunday bag with all the instructions with how to cross stitch, how to find your center if you're working on counted, how to get your thread, how to find your symbols on your canvas, how to wash your fabric. Really handy information. This is the picture. This does have a bit of back stitch. Not a great deal. Most of the tree branches and around the house are back stitched. So this should be fairly, and it looks like it's a partial. So let's have a look. So 14 count, 21 by 30 centimeters, 90 stitches wide by 120 stitches high. And yeah, like you can see the back stitch along here. This chart has 21 full colours, 1 colour in French knot, and 5 colours in back stitch. So there's your chart. Nice and easy to see. And it is a partial. All this white space you don't stitch. Now where's this French knot? Ah, in the wreath. You've got a few French knots in the wreath, but I would add seed beads just for a little bit of glitter and sparkle in it is a Christmas scene, and I would add seed beads. Looks very easy to stitch, like a little bit of back stitch, but not a huge crazy amount. Like, as you can see, it's a tree, it's the trees, it's the branches of the tree, and this one, and then around the welcome a little bit, and a little bit around on the gate. So not crazy, but still substantial amount of back stitch. Look at this canvas. It's a small canvas, like this is me holding it up. It's a small canvas. It's easy to see. Not a great deal of confetti either. Runs in colours, and you are going to need the back stitch because look, even the welcome is missing like some of the outline. You're going to need the back stitch in the trees, so yeah, you are going to need to do your back stitch on this one. Nicely printed, softer canvas, edged so it doesn't fray. Very nice. Yeah, it's a 14 count and it's a partial. Okay, let's look at these colours. 2 needles. The colours are on the Joy Sunday charts, floss cards that say the number, the DMC code, and how much. Now these symbols that are on the canvas will not match the symbols in the chart, because the symbols in the chart were done for, if you're counting this, these are the symbols. So the ones on the canvas do not match. So be aware of that. So let's look at the colours. Not a great deal of floss for the colours. So with this 14 count, you would use 2 strands over 1. So there's your green, a brown, a honey brown, a blue, a lighter brown, and a white. Yep, that's your B52. And then in here you've got a black, a grey, a blue, some reds, more green, another green. This green is pretty, nice ice blue. Yep, pretty colours. Not a great deal of floss, but then you don't, this is all the colours together, but then you don't need a great deal of floss for a tiny little canvas like this. So yeah, and that's the colours. Very nice. Okay, I'll put this back in the bag. I just thought it was a very cute, definitely a wintry theme. Very cute design. These bags are durable. They seal, they've got the zip seal. They've got a hole in the top if you want to put them through like a hoop that you put your threads on, or those rings, if you want to store them that way, hanging up that way, like that. Yep, like it. So that's the first one. The next one is called Cat Sleeping by the Stove. Now this has a lot of backstitch. That's what it looks like. I'll take it out of the bag. This too is a 14 count, 31 by 21 centimeters. So again, not too big. Again with the Joy Sunday bag with all your instructions on the bag. Okay, let's have a look at the chart. The picture first so you can see. That's what the picture looks like. Very nice, but as you can see, there's a lot of backstitch. Everything is outlined, and there's a fair amount of backstitch in the quilt. But I just thought it's very cute. Okay, Cat Sleeping by the Stove, 131 stitches wide by 92 stitches high. That's the first page. This is the second. Now this has, it's only one page, 30 colours in full stitch we have 2 French knots and 3 backstitch. Now the French knots, there's some French knots in the buttons of the pillows. Again, you can use your French knots or seed beads. There's French knot in the mouse eyes, I think. Yep. There's some French knots in the herbs up here. So there's a fair amount of French knots in this. There's some French knots in the herbs here, and in the cat's whiskers, or no, they're not French knots, they're just normal. No, just in the herbs, in these herbs, and in the mouth. So not in the buttons of the pillow. So not as much French knots as I thought. But like I said, a ton of backstitch. It's a partial. All the white, all of this, you don't stitch, and on this side, all of this, you don't stitch. So that will go nice. And like the line for the hanging herbs and onions is backstitched in the weatherboards. The quilt has a bit of backstitch in it, and the pillows, the broom, everything is outlined. So a fair amount of backstitch in this design, but it's very cute. This is the canvas, so it goes this way. It's like tiny, bright colours, very bright printing. This, and a lot of bright, lot of patches of colour, like not a lot of confetti at all. So nicely printed, again edged all the way around. Your symbols will not match the symbols on the chart. So yeah, very nice. Okay, let's have a look at these colours. Did I say how many? Yes, I did. 30 colours. Okay, let's have a look. Again, it's in the one that shows there's your 2 needles. Again, it's on the one that shows the number, the DMC code, and the amount of floss. Okay, so let's look at these colours. Got some black and some greys, some pinks, melon colours, more greys, some greens. I would say this one is your weatherboard colour. Hang on, let's move these out the way. These 2 are your weatherboard colours, I would say. Some white, and then on this side you've got some blue and some red, browns, brick terracotta colours, yep, and yellows, yep, nice colours. Again, not a great deal, but you don't need a great deal. And again, this will be stitched 2 strands over 1 full cross. These are your colours, so neutral tones, but you wouldn't need a great deal of floss for this because again it's small. So let's put this in here. It's a cute pattern though, very country kitchen, old-fashioned country kitchen. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to show you is coffee. Isn't that cool? I love this design. Again, it's got a bit of backstitch. It's actually called Coffee 2. 27 by 34 centimeters, so it's bigger than the other 2. Again, in the nice Joy Sunday bag. So this is the picture. Very nice. It looks like it's a partial, like a lot of the background isn't stitched, but everything is outlined. The coffee bag, the grinder, the cupcake, the lavender on the cupcake, yeah, the beans all outlined. So this is 93 stitches wide by 108 stitches high, and yeah, it's a partial. There's a lot you don't stitch in this. A lot of these I don't stitch. So yeah, this is the pattern, and this has 41 full colours. Wow. And 5 colours in backstitch. So fair amount of colours to get the shading, and like I said, a lot of backstitch. Let's look at the canvas. Oh, this canvas, right, see up here it doesn't say pre-printed. This canvas is counted, okay? So I'm going to explain how to find the middle. So the canvas is like this, not much to see, it's edged. So to find the middle, you're going to fold your canvas in half, edge to edge, like this, crease it, and fold that in half again. So you're folding your canvas into quarters, crease it. All right. And the point here, this point here, is going to be the middle. So here, this point here is the middle. Now, when you are working off the pattern, to find the middle, okay, you see this red line? See this red line? It goes down the middle of the pattern. And again here, so it goes down and horizontal, vertical and horizontal. So you follow the red line to where it meets. And in the middle here, this middle section here, where this red line meets, this box here, so that symbol right there, which is F, so that one, this is where you would start. Now remember the orientation on this. This is horizontal orientation, landscape orientation. So make sure when you are stitching, you orientate your fabric the right way. Now what I would do is I would put with washable cross stitch pen, or you know the pens, I'll put an arrow here showing an up arrow in the corner here, showing that this is the right side and this is your orientation. So this side, so this is the top. So if you were stitching this, you would go down and it's F. So you would start right here where the two lines meet. You would start right there, and that's where you would start your stitching for this design. And then this wood pattern, you can either photocopy or you can mark it off. It marks off well with like gel pens and even Friction eraser markers. You know, the Friction pens that heat erase would be a good one to mark your chart with. But that's how you find your middle, and that's where you would start. And then to work it, you would either work up or down or across, or up to the top and then across. So you would work out from the middle which way you wanted to stitch. Let's have a look at the colours. I didn't even realise that this was a counter. That's what I get for not reading it properly. So the colours, there is, what did I say, 41. Now because it is accounted, these symbols here will match the symbols on the chart. Okay, so we have, it says it's an 11 count. Hang on a minute. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. This is an 11 count. So with this, you would use 3 strands, and it says here 11 count, 3 strands, which means your crosses in each of these squares would be 3 strands over 1, which is one of these little tiny boxes. I am so sorry, I apologise for that. I thought it was 14. I thought the canvas looked bigger. Yes, it's an 11 count. So, no DMC codes on the floss cards, but they're on the chart. So you've got some greens, browns, a bit of blue for the flowers, and then here some pretty purples and blues, greens, blues. So nice amount of thread. Don't need a great deal. This is not a full coverage. And yeah, so that's what the floss looks like. Very pretty. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought it was a printed. Well, it's not. So once again, I would like to thank GBFKE for sending me these products for a review. And yeah, I hope you like what you have seen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, tell me which one is your favorite one that I have shown today. I think my favorite, I'm partial to Christmas designs, but I really like the cat, of course, both of those. So tell me in the comments down below which one is your favorite. Which one do you have? Do you have these? Have you stitched these? I would like to know. Well guys, thanks for watching, and once again thanks to GBFKE for sending me these products for review. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.